Hello, guys. Welcome to episode number 219 of Bill Man the Sport Guys podcast. I'm your host, Bill Man the Sports Guy. For the latest news of the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, and college sports, this is the podcast to be. All right, I got a special guest with me. Joining me is a sports writer for the Courier newspaper and a diehard Green Bay Packers fan, Carlos Allen. Carlos, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me, Billy, again. Been since first semester, so glad to be back.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get this, Carlos. What a time to be alive as a Packer fan. Recently, the Packers acquired Micah Parsons from the Dallas Cowboys. That's right. And all it took was Kenny Clark and two late first round picks. So, Carlos, what was your thoughts on the trade and the news?
So I found out about the news. So I coach soccer now for middle schoolers. So I was at practice, and
Ooh.
when my friend who also coached with me, he was on his phone, and the news broke, and we were he was like, "No way!" And we were talking about it before because rumors were going around, and I was like teaching a drill, and then I heard him say like, "No way!" and looked at his phone, and I knew right away that that was the news. And I honestly didn't think it was gonna happen because Packers never do anything like that. We do.
Yeah.
We were in trade talks with Odell Beckham Jr., Khalil Mack, Devontae
Oh,
Adams this past year,
yeah.
and nothing came of it. So it is unreal because we haven't seen something like that. It's incredible.
Man, so I feel rejuvenated as a Packer fan. One of my best
Hmm.
friends and my teammate for Special Olympics, Luke, 2 or 3 hours prior, he texted me. He goes, "Stop scaring me with this Micah Parsons to Green Bay rumors." I was like, and I remember responding to him saying, "Touche, you think?" And then 3 hours later, he goes, "It happened." I was like, "Yes, let's go." I think this easily helps
Yep.
Green Bay's chances to win the Super Bowl in a heartbeat. I think we can
Oh,
compete with Kansas City,
definitely.
Baltimore, Philadelphia, definitely Detroit because they're the only team that scares me in the NFC North, and Washington.
Hmm.
I think this easily boosts our chances. So
Okay.
huge upgrade. And for Cowboys, there's a reason why they're one of my losers in the offseason. They just did not impress me last season.
Yeah.
They just still don't impress me again. This is completely on Jerry Jones. Not only did you
Exactly.
hire another inexperienced coach, but he completely fumbled the Micah Parson trade extensions. What's next? Are you going to trade Dak Prescott now?
Definitely. We'll see. I mean, it's not just I heard Stephen A. Smith say it's not like just that he got traded. It's like where he got traded to. He got traded to an in conference rival who
Yes.
beat them, who absolutely whooped them in the playoffs 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and just doesn't make it doesn't really make sense. But I'm
No.
not complaining.
Oh, no, I'm not either. All right. Let's try to do a fun Green Bay Packers. So the season starts this coming Sunday, September 7th. So let's try
Yes,
to
sir.
predict how many wins we think they're going to get. So I just pulled out the schedule on
Okay.
my phone. Week one against the Lions, win or loss.
Hmm. I'd say win. I really don't know how good the Lions are going to be without. Like, they don't have Aaron Glennon, defensive coordinator. They don't have um
Ben
Ben
Johnson.
Johnson, offensive coordinator. And well, we'll see. I mean, all we can say is we'll see because I don't follow the Lions like that during spring training or preseason or anything like
Yeah,
that.
true.
But I feel like what I've seen with the Packers and obviously the Micah trade is going to open up that defensive line a lot for the Packers.
I'd say this is going to be a close game, but I hope Green Bay proves me wrong. But I'm going to go with Lions because I'm still scared with like their roster
Okay.
talent because Jared Goff's still there, Amara St. Brown, um, not Frank Gore. They lost him to retirement.
Mhm.
Somebody else who I'm thinking of. Okay, week two against Washington. I'm going with win in a heartbeat. I think we'll upset. I think
Is it in Washington?
We're home against Washington.
Oh, we're home. Yeah,
Yes.
Thursday night football, right? Yeah, take that, dog. Yeah.
All right. So I have them as 1-1. You have them as 2-0. Raise your hand if you don't have the Cleveland Browns winning this game in Cleveland. Yeah, I don't have Cleveland winning. Cleveland sucks.
Joe Flacco, right? Or
Yeah.
Shitter,
Oh,
or Dylan Gabriel, or
and don't forget Kenny Pickett still there.
Kenny Pickett. Yeah,
Oh Lord.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
All right, September 28th, the Micah Parsons revenge game in Dallas.
I mean, yeah, we got that. Packers beat them. I think 10 of the last. Oh, aren't they like 10-0 in the last 10 or something?
I think so. That sounds about right.
It's something like that.
Yeah. I'd say Green Bay wins. Micah Parsons gets revenge on the Cowboys.
Oh yeah,
All right, next up.
yes sir.
So I have him as 3-1. You have him as 4-0. Okay. Now home against the Bengals.
Oh, that's gonna be a. I think that's gonna be an offensive matchup. It's
Yes.
huh.
For me,
Hmm.
I'd say win because I think we have a better defensive advantage than Cincinnati does. Cincinnati legit did nothing
Yeah,
to improve their defense.
they still have Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Henderson. Oh,
I
I
mean,
don't know. I feel like they. I mean, what is it? Our the thing that we're lacking on our defense is secondary, and we have to guard Jamar Chase, T. Higgins.
Joe Burrow.
Got to field Chase in the backfield. I'm probably gonna go Bengals just because I can't go 5-0 without being biased, without being non-biased.
Okay,
So
so we're both 4-1 now. Or actually, I'm
yeah,
yep, 4-1. That sounds about right. All right, next
look
up,
for.
we are in Arizona, October 19th. Win or loss?
I'll take us to win that. I mean, Kyler Murray. You got them losing?
I have him winning against Arizona.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. About that. I mean, I don't think Kyler Murray is coming into the league. I never thought he was going to be that good of a quarterback. Like, yeah, he's a manageable. He's a capable quarterback in the NFL, but I just don't see him being, a Heisman level quarterback like he was in college. I mean, they do have Marv, but I don't
I
really
have
see it.
him. I also have him winning against Arizona. The problem with Murray is the past 2, 3 seasons, he starts out good and then he disappears in the second half.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I really wish we
against
could do
Aaron Rodgers.
Rod Rodgers. Um, yeah, I feel like we're gonna get that one too. I mean, I really don't know how, Rodgers is going to be because, you
Yeah,
see him in Green Bay and then you saw him in New York and then it's like he went a full 180. I mean, he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad at all, but he just
no,
wasn't what he was like in Green Bay. And I feel like with DK Metcalf, he has DK Metcalf, and I honestly don't know any other receiver on that in that room for the
I'm not
Steelers.
familiar with, but I know they also got Jalen Ramsey in a trade in the offseason.
Is that all they do? Yeah. So I mean, their defense is. I think their defense is going to be pretty good with Watt on the edge, and then like you said, Ramsey. But it honestly all comes down to how Aaron plays, how A Rod plays.
I'm gonna take as a win, but I also see one of those that it just won't be easy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, next up, Carolina Panthers win by a landslide.
See, I'm gonna say win, but I think the Carolina Panthers have a big chance to become or to be a up and rising team because we saw Bryce Young's last 3 games. He was actually pretty good. He just got Terricone McMillan from Arizona,
Oh, yeah.
um, from the draft, and then he still has Xavier Leggett. And that room probably isn't the what quarterbacks dream of,
Yeah.
but you gotta make what to do. And I mean, I feel like he just got a lot of unfair narrative on him in his rookie year because of Stroud. And you saw how Stroud was last year. He wasn't nearly as good. Sophomore slump. So
Okay.
they'll let's see.
So that's 7-1 for us. All right. Next up, we have the Eagles, and I think we could compete, but unfortunately, I have Eagles just sneaking away for the.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the Eagles too. I mean, just that they kept their offensive line intact and Saquon and pretty much all their skilled position with Goddard. I know he was out with some time last year. Obviously AJ Brown, Smith, and Saquon. So it's just that team. I don't see lose. I just don't see losing a bunch of games this season. I think they're gonna lose 4 at max.
Yeah, I have four as well. The Eagles is one of them. Next up, the Giants in New York City. I'd say
Yeah,
win.
we got that. I'm not
Oh,
scared of Jackson. Right?
I mean, it's the Giants. All right, next up, November 23rd, home against the Vikings. I see us going 1-1 against the Vikings. I think they're gonna sneak away in Lambeau.
In Lambeau.
Yep.
I mean, what week is it?
November
Well,
23rd. So that's week 9 or 10. What, 7, 2, 8, 8.
that does give JJ McCarthy a few weeks or 8 weeks to, show himself and get his feet under him.
Yes.
Um, but I mean, you saw what the Packers did against Justin Jefferson in Lambeau a few years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, that was with Jair, but Jair's never healthy, so
Yeah, but that's my only concern from like Minnesota's offensive point. Like Justin Jefferson's still there, Aaron Jones is still there. They picked
yeah.
up I'm blanking on who at the moment, but then they have a
Adam
young
Thielen.
JJ McCarthy. So
They just picked up Adam Thielen again.
oh yeah, that's right. They just freed him from Carolina.
Yeah.
All right. So I have him as 8-3. Did you say win or loss? I didn't quite catch.
Honestly, I'll say the win.
Okay, so you have him as 9-2. I have him 8-3. All right, next up.
Yeah.
So that's after 11 weeks. So week 12 against Detroit in Detroit. I think we'll get revenge after week 1. I
In Lambeau since week one's in Detroit.
Week 1 is in Lambeau. Week 12 is in Detroit.
Week one in Lambeau? I thought it was in Detroit.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll take us a loss at in Detroit in Motown. I'll take a loss.
Okay, so now that's 9-3 for you, 8-3 for me. Or 9-3 now. Okay. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
trying to keep track. All right, next up. The first
All
time
good,
we
all good.
verse the Ben Johnson Chicago Bears, week 13 in Lambeau.
That's so late. That's
Yes.
so late for the first game of
I
division. I
By the
got
way, month of December, we versed the Bears twice.
yeah. I feel that's good and bad, but I'm very confident that we will, you know, win with authority. Even though, I mean, last year the entire thing was offensive line, and it looked horrible. They
Oh,
did, you know, do some. They got some people to make it better, but still, their left tackle either put Parsons over there or Gary.
yeah. And
So,
and Bears also got Joe Thailand. I hope I said his name right from the Chiefs in a trade. But is that going to be enough? I don't
oh
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. And it's like I'm not hating on the Bears. I'm just simple. I just gotta see it in order to believe it. Like if somebody were to come up and tell me, Billy, the Bears are gonna be
Yeah,
good this season, I would say you're crazy. But let's say if the Bears are 5-2 after 7 weeks, I'd be like, you might have a point, but I just gotta see it,
yeah.
believe it. I'm gonna say win.
Heck,
Easy. All right, so that's let's see, 13 weeks, so
yeah.
that's 10-3. Next up, we got the Broncos in Denver.
They have a very good defense. Bo Nix going in the second year. Cortland Sutton being the wide receiver one. Um, I got Packers winning, but I feel like the Broncos will be a playoff team. I got them a playoff team. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win the AFC West because
Patrick Mahomes is still.
Mahomes is still there. But I feel like they can sneak into a wild card and,
I
and
agree.
maybe upset a team in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
Um, I also have him as win, but to your point, I think the Broncos could easily compete for the wild card, and I think they're gonna make it. They're not gonna make it easy for Green Bay, if I'm being brutally
yeah.
honest. All right, so that is geez, I'm trying to keep track. 13-3. That sounds about
No,
right.
it's
Or
is it 11-3?
wait, 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, yeah, that's after 14 games. So
11-3.
yeah, 11-3. That sounds about right. All right, December 20th, we go to Chicago to play against the Bears. I
I like us.
think again.
I like us again. I mean, you know,
It's the Bears.
nothing really. A lot of things don't change after a week, and obviously, like you guys, obviously they get to play each other, so you get to see their schemes and see their offense, and plan for it. But they're both teams are going to be planning for each other, and obviously, I don't think a good head coach will, throw the same game plan out there after the other team just saw what you're planning for. So
Yeah,
I feel like LaFleur is gonna have a good game plan going into the second game and hopefully win.
all right, I think so too. All right, next up, week 17. We're home against the Baltimore Ravens.
Hmm. I'm on the
I'm gonna say
edge.
L.
Yeah, I was gonna. The thing that makes or break a win is if we can keep Lamar in the pocket. Because
Lamar.
if we don't have a QB spy or someone to cover Lamar outside of the pocket and makes it like let him run free, that's just gonna be a long day.
And
Bad.
also, can we prevent Derrick Henry from getting the ball so
Yep.
many times?
Yep.
That's
He hasn't done good in Lambeau. What is it? It's late in the season, so he hasn't done technically great in Lambeau. He went there for a playoff game, I think.
no,
But
no.
we'll see.
Uh, yeah, I have him as L. So that's let's see, 16. That is 12-4, if I have that right. All right,
Yeah.
the last game of the regular season, January 4th next year in Minnesota. I have him as a win.
I might have us losing that game since that game. It kind of depends on who's going to start. It's week 18. You don't really want to start your starters if you're in an automatic one or if you're, an automatic playoff bid. So
True,
you
true.
saw what happened last year with Chicago. We took our starters out for the first half or for the second half, and you saw what happened. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know how good the Vikings are going to be, with new quarterbacks. So we'll see how they plan for week 18. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't have them making the playoffs out of the NFC North. I have us and the Lions, and then I have the Bears just missing the playoffs, but that's probably about it. All right, so after 18 weeks, that is 14-4 for us, if I got that right.
Yeah, it's on the program.
All right, cool. So let's also get to another one. How excited are you for the 2025 Green Bay season? Because I'm not gonna lie, the offseason felt a little too long for my liking.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm just ready to be back. Just watching football every Friday or every Sunday, and even like watching college football like yesterday and
Oh yeah.
Saturday. I mean, how can you not love it? It's great, but I'm just ready.
Oh, same. Not just football, but with every sport. I feel like I always hit the point where the offseason just gets a bit boring, and then I'm like, can the season just start? And only 3 more days until the NFL officially starts with Dallas and Philadelphia, which who do you got winning that game? I got Philadelphia by a landslide.
I got Philly. I feel like Dallas defense wasn't even good with Parsons last year.
No,
So without him, I think that Saquon's going to run for 160 yards, 2 touchdowns, and
easily.
it's gonna be bad for
I,
Dallas fans. So
I I agree. And we'll jump to my next question soon, but there's a reason why I picked Dallas as the losers. And
hmm
I just think it's just going to be a long, miserable year for Dallas. All right.
yeah,
So I named one winner and one loser already in the offseason with Green Bay as my winner, Dallas as a loser. So I'll name two more, but who are your top three winners and losers in the NFL offseason and why?
okay. Top three winners. Um, you say Pittsburgh for one, just acquiring Rodgers, DK, and Ramsey. I feel like that would change their history of just going 9-8 all every year. Packers. I mean, we just talked about you know Parsons. Love's gonna be back healthy. Matthew Golden.
And
You
let's
know,
also not forget we got Nate Hobbs in free agency.
yeah, Nate Hobbs, Raiders guy. Um, who else? Winner. Um, I would say Panthers. I really like I said was earlier. Like I said earlier,
Ooh.
I I'm a big I'm a big Bryce Young believer, and I mean with Terco McMillan getting drafted to them, I feel like that just opens many doors for him. And if he can just put together a solid season, then I think the Panthers can be something in the future. So I have them as one of my winners.
Okay, so my other two winners I also have Pittsburgh. I think they definitely got a bit better with acquiring DK Metcalf, Jalen Ramsey, and Aaron Rodgers. Now, I don't think they're going to win the AFC North because I have Baltimore winning that at the end of the day.
Yeah,
While I like their chances on paper, but my main question is how good is Rodgers going to be? Are we going to see the Green Bay version of him or are we going to get the Jets version of him?
exactly.
My other winner is the Baltimore Ravens they drafted Malachi Starks from Georgia, safety, while they
Yeah,
gave Jerry Alexander a laughable, cheap 1 year, $4 million contract. And they also, rightfully so, extended Derrick Henry after having an amazing 2024 season. And low key, I like their chances for the Super Bowl this season. And I feel like this might be the best Baltimore team since the 2000 season.
yeah, yeah. I agree on everything.
And then my other two losers. I know I've always jokingly praised that the Bengals will win the Super Bowl, but that's not going to happen. My my concern is their defense. I feel like they got a little quiet where they could have improved the defense. Now, I'll give them prep and credit for extending Jamar Chase and T. Higgins because that's what they should have
Yeah.
done, and they did. But I feel like they're just way too quiet. Like they're stuck with the Cowboys and Cleveland Browns for a toilet bowl season. My other loser, the
Yep.
Indianapolis Colts. They do not know the definition of spending money in free agency. Plus, they don't know how to properly spend it. They wasted $65 million dollars combined between defensive backs, Javarius Ward and Cam Bynum, and they also threw another 14 million away at Daniel Jones. I don't
Yeah.
I don't like ripping on players like after 2 years, but I'm at the point where I think Anthony Richardson's a bust. And I think
Really
the duel between him and Jones, I just think it's going to be a long year for Colts fans.
fair. I mean, talking about Jones and Richardson, I think I will. If I was the head coach, I'd put Richardson in just because he has something that Jones doesn't, and that's speed, and that's you know, you can run the playbook opens so much bigger with a guy with speed. You
Mm-hmm.
saw that with Packers and Malik Willis in week 2 and 3. I mean, you saw uh, reads and everything. So it's going to open the playbook a lot bigger if they put Richardson in.
Oh, easily. Um, all right. So, who do you have winning the 2025 Super Bowl? Yeah, you know what? Yes. After acquiring Michael Parsons,
Yeah, I
although,
mean,
but another team I'll throw is the Ravens. Sort of like
hmm
I said earlier, I low key really like their chances and their team on paper. So
yeah,
I have the Ravens, but also we'll sneak away the win against Baltimore. Go Paco.
I think another team. I don't. I see that the Eagles can repeat. I mean, they're they're just really good. Nothing more than you can say
Yeah,
with Saquon,
I
AJ
don't just
Brown, Devonta.
don't forget Cooper DeJean on the defense. Cooper
Exactly.
DeJean's a stud. And plus, they
Yes,
literally
sir.
figured out Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Like it was bad enough to where
Yeah,
Xavier
I mean, the real score of the Super Bowl.
oh easily. And also it was bad enough to where
Yeah,
Xavier Worthy was their only offensive player that showed up. Oh shoot. Okay. Um,
I mean, he's gonna be the wide receiver one for a few weeks. So
oh yeah, easily. All right. What are your top 2 to 3 Green Bay Packer hot takes this season?
hot takes:
If you got two,
Rashawn and Parsons over double-digit sack. Um, Golden over 800 receiving yards,
ooh,
and Love over 4,000 passing yards.
ooh, okay. All right. My hot take, I think Christian Watson is gonna stay healthy this season and have over 1,000 receiving yards. I
In
think,
7 weeks.
oh, he comes back
He's
in
not coming back till
7 weeks.
week 13. He
Shoot.
comes back in week 13.
Ah, shoot. Okay, I'll have to shoot. Okay, I'll change that. I think Matthew Golden is gonna finish top 3 in rookie of the year candidate for the NFL offensively. Um, number 2, I think Jaden Reed is gonna have another monster offensive season like he did last season, and Josh Jacobs. I'll throw both of them in there. Um, number 3. I think this is the year we see Jordan Love go on a deep, deep Super Bowl playoff run this season. The big key
Would
is
love to see that.
everyone's got to be healthy. If everyone can
Mm-hmm.
be healthy, it'll work.
Oh, I'm gonna add another one.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Tucker Craft. I'm gonna say Tucker Craft 8+ touchdowns on the season.
Ooh, okay. I think, let me see. I think Micah Parsons is gonna get a Pro Bowl with as a Packer,
Pro Bowl.
1000%.
Love to see it.
No, I do too. Um, Actually, I'll throw in another one. If it all goes well, Matt LaFleur wins Coach of the Year for Green Bay.
I like that. I like
I
that.
like him.
He's
But
been one of the he's
one of the
been one
best
of the best
ever,
coaches in the NFL.
easily.
So
And also, the big thing I said earlier, everyone's got to stay healthy. And if they do that, and if Green Bay goes on a deep plus a Super Bowl playoff run, boom, he'll win it.
Jackson, most
All right.
definitely. Who won
At
it last year?
uh,
Was it Nick Sirianni?
who am I thinking of? Either him or why am I blanking on the Commanders head coach? Dan Quinn.
Oh, Dan Quinn.
Yes, and with the season the Commanders had, I still would not fully sleep on them, especially after
Oh,
the
definitely.
season Jane Daniels had. Like he's proven
Jackson.
he's a stud.
And they just signed Terry McLaurin to a was it 3 year something $1 million deal.
Yes, from yeah, they got him from Houston.
No, Terry McLaurin. No, they just re-signed him.
Oh, they did. Oh, well, I know they picked up somebody from the Texans in
Oh,
free agency. Uh, I'm blanking on it right now. I know somebody in the comments comment because I know I'm probably going to receive one. um, all right. At the end of the day, let's say if Green Bay does go on a deep postseason run, would you call this season a successful one for Green Bay and why?
definitely. I mean, first year. I mean, second year with Halfley for the defense. First year with Parsons, and I mean, technically the second year. Well, hopefully, second full year of healthy Love. Second year of Josh Jacobs. First year of Golden. I mean, very very young team, and I feel like any playoff run would be somewhat of a success.
I think so too. I want to see more steps from playoffs. Now, obviously, the NFL playoffs is pretty hard because it's not like baseball, hockey, or basketball
Yeah,
where you get 5 to 7 games. Football's more you either win or go home. Since Jordan Love's a starter, we crushed Dallas. We sent them home. And then we
yeah,
get into a tough 49ers defense. This past season, the Eagles basically killed us.
yeah,
Simple as that. So if we can get past round one,
yeah,
I'll call it a success this season.
yeah.
All right. Sweet. That is all for today's episode. Carlos, is there anything you want to say before we go?
Not really. Just check out the Courier. Check out my articles. Check out Billy's articles. That's
Check
it.
out the whole cruise articles. We got entertaining stories.
Exactly.
All right. Carlos, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
All right, this recaps episode number 219 of Bill Man the Sport Guys podcast. I'm your host, Bill Man the Sports Guy. For the latest news of the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, and college sports, this is the podcast to be. Stay tuned for episode number 20, 220, that is. Peace.